Today is January 24th. It's 11:30 in the morning and it's about 93 degrees. I think all this week it's supposed to get over 100, but just barely over 100. And the evenings are still fairly cool, so that'll be nice. We had rain on Wednesday, almost a full day of showers, scattered showers coming in. I think we got 1/4 of an inch of rain, so it was kind of a fun day, and it was cool after that, so it's been kind of nice from that respect. Actually, June has been a fairly decent month except for the wind. So anyway, I wanted to shoot a garden diary. I actually tried this Toothache Plant. You bite down on this little guy and it does numb your mouth. So I don't know if I was doing it correctly, but it's pretty cool that it works. I probably need to stake this better. It's looking kind of wobbly. The salvia is blooming. I think the yarrow is starting to, there's some mint in there, and there's a bunch of weeds again. I think what I'm gonna do is come out here this evening and probably work on the weeds, the mint, the weeds. I meant to do that right after it rained and I didn't get out here. Even though it's 93 degrees, I don't think it feels all that bad. And we've got some humidity in the air too, so. There's my coleus, and my mums, as you can see, are dying. I'm gonna probably plant something else in here. But that coleus, this particular one, bounced back. So I like that it's got a chance of living now. That's pretty cool. I will hurry through this area as I don't like the noise it makes. We caught some rainwater. My elephant ears. There's also a ginger that's coming up there, and I've got some more ginger in the house that I'm planting. This little dude likes this. This lantana I don't think likes being over here. Even though it's green, it's not flowering. The Texas sage, Russian sage, can't remember what it is. Some kind of sage. Russian sage? Oh, I can look. Russian sage. It likes it over here. I know it likes it dry. I still have blooms on that stalk over there, which I'm amazed by. You can see some of my basil is doing well. I still have some peppers that are living in here, some ancho, and then I planted some regular basil in here, not just the cinnamon basil. And I think I also stuck a couple of plants, I don't remember what they are. I doubt that they're supposed to go in these pockets, but I didn't have a place for them yet, so. This is starting to spill over. I got some plants online that should be coming in soon, and I'm gonna replace what's in here. I might keep the lilies in here, but the agapanthus is almost dead. I'm going to take these out and see what I can do to fix this bed. The agastaki is doing well. This is what that is. I think it likes its home. My melon plant is almost done. These are Kajari melons. Once they turn orange, and these might be, this one's probably ready. No, it's got green on it still. We put some palm fronds down to kind of protect them from the heat of the rocks, but there's a bunch of them that have turned orange, so I'll probably have a haul shortly for that. This zucchini is now coming along. We've been working on our sago, and I trimmed the lavender that's back there, and then I'm trying to take out that California fuchsia. So I don't know how successful I'll be. It's the way the root system is on that, it's kind of nasty, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. You can see, oop, there's a squash bug, I think, on my cypress vine. As you can see, my cypress vine has made it to the top and crossed over. So we've been playing around trying to get it entangled in the arbor or whatever it is. The zucchini have been doing pretty good. I've been trying to pollinate them myself, and I'm not totally successful. I smell a melon, so it must be time to pick. These seem to like their home over here. These are tricoli or orangeberry or something like that. We think we had some problems with watering in these 3 front pots up there, and that's why they're looking so bad. So we're trying to rectify that. I wish I had a yard that when you looked at stuff, it was all growing just perfectly. See, I have some stuff I need to pull out of there. The phlox has just about been spent. I don't know if it'll come back or not. And I've got like humps in my soil here, and I'm sure it's from the wind. So I gotta fix that. My beans are coming up pretty good there. This is a black-eyed Susan vine. I can't get it to climb though. The one on the other side's climbing. Here's my peppers. I've got, I think, yeah, these are Kobachi Peppers. So I have never grown these, so I got to figure out if and when to pull those. And then I have a lot of mini bells, so I'm pleased with that. This is another Kobachi. And then back in the back I have Fresnos. The peppers seem to be doing okay. I still kept my beans alive that are in here. And then we have trimmed these up quite a bit, and I pulled out some of the flower, well, actually I pulled out the cucumber that was in there, and then These are balsam, and they don't like it in there anymore. The balsam are pretty well spent, so I'm probably going to take that out. But I do have some tomatoes in here I need to pick. There's one right there. So I will be doing that later today probably. I think tomatoes you pick later in the day, and other stuff you do early in the morning, I think. Let's see. We've been battling pests on these tomatillos. I think if we don't get the pests under control, this will be the last time I try to plant tomatillos. I love them for chili verde. I just don't like the way the plants. I've had success with them in the past, but not in the recent past. We've kind of trimmed these plants up as well. There's a tomato back there that looks like it's ready. I've gotten a few okra, and I'm probably, oh, yep, I've got more out here. These okra love the heat. We planted the pots, so I've got something. We're not quite sure about the water yet. There's a bean plant. That's looking healthy. We're trying to see how these plants do in these pots. This cypress vine's going crazy. In fact, it's over in the neighbor's yard. Have to rectify that. And then this week, the one thing I did manage to accomplish, oh, this isn't looking good. I've got some small basil that I planted in here. What I did, and I'm trying, this is a new thing for me, is as soon as they sprouted in the house, I brought them outside. So no hardening off, nothing, just didn't give them a chance to get conditioned to be indoors, and then brought them out and planted them. So I have, these are fingerling eggplants here, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Then I also planted little purple eggplants, and that's one of these. And then I have back here some giant parsley, this one and that. And then I've got some basil over against the edge. And I built this bed up again, and then I've been kind of hand watering them a little bit. This zucchini's coming to life, so we'll watch for bugs on it. And then these are Roma tomatoes, and I did the same thing. And they've got, I didn't even let these get their true leaves before I brought them out. This has now got true leaves, but when I first brought them out, they only had the 2 sprouted leaves on them. And so far, it seems to be working, but I am cautiously optimistic with that. And these bean plants seem to be doing okay. So hopefully, and these are cowpeas. So, let's see what I got growing over in here. My onions are doing all right. I want to still divvy this up, but I haven't done that yet. I've got a salsa pepper that made it, but one I lost. My nasturtiums look like crap. I've got cinnamon basil that's growing in here pretty good. In fact, some of it's even flowering. This little guy is cute. I think those are purple ball basil.
A cinnamon bagel, I just love it. Moss roses have been blooming and giving us lots of encouragement. I don't have any eggplant yet on these. I think these are Black Beauty, so they take a little longer, and then they start going nuts like in July and August. I think that's it. Got lots of marigolds that are coming up in the rocks, and I just let them go. I don't talk much about what's up above because I'm not happy with it. I've got lemon squash and cucumbers and stuff like that, but my husband's been trying to fight off squash bugs in here. I've just kind of not paid attention to this because each time I come up here and look for fruit or any signs of any kind of activity, it's droopy, it's not pleasant. There you can see that it's starting to sprout green again, so it didn't die on me, but these definitely we're probably not getting enough water. I've got some strawberries in there I need to pick too. I think I'll take some chard in the house maybe. Anyway, that is my garden diary. Today is June 19th, and this is what I got out of the garden. This is oh, I should have looked. I think it's a Moscovich. But it could be a 4th of July. It's probably one or the other. And then I had 2 that some critter got. That almost looks like a rodent, although it probably would have been totally gone, so maybe it's just a bird. But I also have a zucchini, but I think I'm gonna let it go one more day before I harvest it. Today is the 20th of June, and this is what we got out of the garden. I think I had a okra in my last video, I think, of my harvest, but I didn't say anything about it. But the okra is starting to come in, and then I actually was brave enough to let a few of these tomatoes go from more orange to red, and so far I think I haven't any regrets yet. And then I have a very big zucchini. So, and this one came off of the west side. So there's at least 2 more out there that I tried to pollinate today. And I think I tried to pollinate them yesterday too. The male flowers are not giving it up. I mean, there's just not that many, and then they're not pollen laden either. So I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I guess if I get zucchini that size, I must be doing something right. Today's the 21st of June, and this is what we got out of the garden. So a little bit bigger than a cherry tomato. I think these are 4th of July's or Moscoviches. Today is the 22nd of June, and this is what we got out of the garden. And it has rained, like it rained at 3 something this morning. Then I got up around 6 and it rained. It rained a little bit at 8. It's like storms moving through really fast though, but it looked like we got 1/10 of an inch of rain before this last one, and then we got some more at 11, so that's pretty cool. Today is the 24th of June, and this is what I got out of the garden. I just picked a couple of these korbachis. I'm gonna make me an omelet, and I'm gonna see how they taste. And then we had a melon. This is the melon I was smelling. It was split, so I pulled this in and I got this one, and there's probably about 4 more out there. And then I just brought some Swiss chard in because I'm going to throw that into my omelet as well. And I should have tomatoes today too, but I'll probably pick those later in the day.